In the annals of the Wulin, the world of martial artists, there are whispers of legendary artifacts. Weapons of incredible power, elixirs that promise immortality, and texts that hold the secrets of the universe. But one scroll is spoken of only in hushed tones. A text that has caused the downfall of masters, the betrayal of friends, and the rise of legends. It is not a sword nor a pill, but a collection of teachings, a manual. In the common tongue, it is known as the Jiu Yin Zhen Jing, the Nine Yin Manual. But this manual, coveted by all for its promise of unrivaled power, was not born from a desire for strength. It was born from a place of profound tragedy. Our story begins not with a warrior, but with a scholar. His name was Huang Shang. He was not a martial artist, but a brilliant civil servant during the Song dynasty. The emperor, recognizing his wisdom, gave him a monumental task: to collect and edit all known Taoist scriptures from across the land. For years, Huang Shang immersed himself in thousands of texts. He studied the principles of yin and yang, the flow of internal energy, or qi, and the deepest philosophies of Taoism. He became an unparalleled expert, understanding the delicate balance of the universe itself. But while he studied, a conflict was brewing. The emperor had adversaries, and these adversaries attacked the imperial palace. In the ensuing chaos, Huang Shang's family was lost. When Huang Shang emerged from his scholarly seclusion, his world was gone. He was consumed by a grief that hollowed him out, leaving only a desire for justice. He discovered that the attackers belonged to a formidable martial sect. Driven by this new cold purpose, Huang Shang, the scholar, began to study the martial arts he had once only read about in philosophy. He was a genius. He combined his deep understanding of Taoist principles with the martial techniques he observed from his enemies. He retreated to a remote mountain, far from the world of men. For over 40 years, he meditated, he practiced, he wrote. He channeled his sorrow, his knowledge, and his genius into a single body of work. He did not just create a set of techniques, he created a complete system. He documented ways to heal the body, to cultivate internal energy at a profound level, and yes, to defend oneself with frightening efficiency. He created the Nine Yin Manual. It was divided into 2 volumes. The first volume was pure philosophy. It was the foundation. It detailed internal energy cultivation, healing techniques, acupressure points, and the marrow cleansing method, a way to fundamentally rebuild the body's energy pathways. This volume was the root of true power. The second volume was the application. It contained the martial forms, techniques with names that echoed the shadows of his grief, and among them, one technique that would become infamous: a swift, claw-like form designed to overwhelm an opponent with precision and speed. When Huang Shang finally finished his life's work, decades had passed. He emerged from the mountain ready to face his enemies, only to find they were all long gone. Time had claimed them. His purpose was meaningless. Huang Shang looked at the manual in his hands. It was the culmination of a lifetime of pain and brilliance. He realized it was a power too great for any one person to hold. He hid the manual away, hoping it would never be found. But legends have a way of spreading. The Jianhu, the world of rivers and lakes, soon heard whispers. a Nine Yin Manual, a text written by an enlightened master that held the key to supreme martial ability. The great scramble was about to begin. The manual, born of one man's sorrow, was about to unleash a storm of ambition upon the entire martial world. A hidden treasure cannot stay hidden forever. The existence of the Nine Yin Manual became the Wulin's greatest obsession. Masters, clans, and rogue practitioners all sought it. The search for the manual created rivalries and conflicts that lasted for generations. The chaos grew so great that the 5 most powerful masters of the era, known as the 5 Greats, agreed to a contest. They would meet at the summit of Mount Hua for a duel of skill and philosophy. The winner would not own the manual, but would become its temporary guardian to prevent it from falling into the wrong hands. After 7 days and 7 nights, a winner was decided. Huang Shang, the central divine, a master of profound Taoist understanding. He was, perhaps, the only one who truly grasped the manual's philosophical origins. Huang Shang knew the manual was a source of temptation. He tried to safeguard it, even studying it himself to understand its depths. But he was mortal, and he had disciples. The Eastern heretic, one of the other 5 greats, was allowed to borrow the manual, fascinated by its philosophies. His 2 junior disciples, however, were not so pure of heart. A man and a woman, Chen Xuanfeng and Mei Shoufeng, saw the manual not as wisdom, but as a shortcut. They betrayed their master. They stole the 2nd volume of the manual, the volume containing the combat applications, and fled into the night. This single act of betrayal would stain the reputation of the Nine Yin Manual forever. The couple was now in possession of the most dangerous martial arts techniques ever written, but they lacked the 1st volume. They did not have the foundation. They did not understand the philosophy, the internal energy cultivation, or the healing principles. They only had the how without the why. They began to practice the techniques described, but their interpretation was flawed. They were desperate to grow powerful quickly, to defend themselves from their master and the rest of the Wulin who now hunted them. They focused on the most fearsome-looking technique in the text, the claw-like form. Without the proper internal energy to power it, they developed a shortcut. They practiced an unorthodox external method that twisted the original technique into something terrifying. This corrupted version became known as the Nine Yin Phantom Claw. It was a fearsome technique, swift and seemingly unstoppable, striking at vital points. The pair became infamous. They were not seen as enlightened masters, but as terrors of the Jianghu. Because of them, the martial world came to believe the Nine Yin Manual was an evil demonic text. They associated it with the Phantom Claw, not realizing they were only seeing a dark, broken reflection of the original art. The true manual's purpose, balance, healing, and enlightenment, was lost. It was now seen only as a weapon. The stealing had split the manual's body from its soul. The scroll was now incomplete, and the world was paying the price. The story of the Nine Yin Manual is a story of balance. For every shadow, there must be a light. The stolen 2nd volume and the incomplete knowledge it held continued to cause turmoil. But fate had other plans for the 1st volume, the volume of wisdom. Through a strange series of events, the 1st volume eventually found its way to a young man. He was not a genius like Huang Shang. He was not ambitious like the 2 traitors. In fact, many considered him slow-witted. His name was Guo Jing. Guo Jing was honest, kind, and incredibly diligent. He learned the first volume by accident, memorizing its deep Taoist principles without even understanding what they were. He practiced its internal energy cultivation with a simple, unwavering determination. He built the foundation. Later, he would encounter the full, complete text. And when Guo Jing, who now possessed the strong foundation from Volume 1, learned the combat techniques from Volume 2, something different happened. He did not learn the phantom claw. He learned the true technique as Huang Shang intended. He saw it not as a weapon of terror, but as a form of profound skill, a manifestation of internal energy. Guo Jing mastered the complete Nine Yin Manual. And what did he become? Not a monster, not a tyrant. He became a hero. He became one of the greatest masters the Wulin had ever known. He used the manual's healing arts to save lives. He used its energy cultivation to achieve a state of harmony. And he used its martial techniques to protect the innocent and defend his home. Guo Jing proved the manual's true nature. The Nine Yin Manual was never good or evil. It was a mirror. In the hands of those with ambition and impatience, it became a corrupted tool of fear. In the hands of someone with a pure heart and diligence, it became a path to enlightenment and heroism. The legend of the Jiu Yin Zhen Jing is more than a story about a powerful scroll. It is a lesson that the greatest power is not found in a shortcut. True strength, the kind that shapes the world for the better, does not come from the techniques you learn, but from the foundation you build and the character of the heart that wields it. The manual born from one man's sorrow ultimately found its purpose in the hands of a hero, finally bringing balance to the Jianghu. The martial world is filled with countless other legends, artifacts, and heroes. What story from the world of myth and martial arts would you like us to explore next? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey into the Wulin, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment to help our channel grow. Thank you for joining us on Mythic Mundi.